listing. Let's go across to the management. They are joining us now, sir. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. Firstly, how does it feel to get listed? Probably it's the dream that you would have started this company at. So can you just talk about how the feeling is within the company, within all the stakeholders, investors that you have just spoken to?
We are all very excited. A lot of our management team is here and back in the office as well. Everybody is very excited. And they are, they have worked hard over the last 13 years to build where we are today. And they take it as a stepping stone to build greater stuff. So yes, but we are very excited. We are very excited, very proud. It's a moment to reflect on the past and to plan for the future.
So let's talk about the business as well. You have 50% market share in both the business that you operate in. Take us through both the businesses. How will you essentially, add on or maintain this sort of growth with new competition coming in?
See, if you think about India and you think about health insurance and life insurance, the requirement is very huge. And I think we are very focused on that. We do not focus that much on what our market share is and whether it is increased by 1% or is down by 1%. We are very focused on that particular opportunity of health insurance and life insurance. And we want to do whatever it takes to make sure that the customer is well served, well educated about the options. And, I think if we do that and we keep our focus as a management team, growth will be a byproduct of that focus.
Right. So when we just, look at the company, the IPO has seen extremely large institutional retail HNI category. E-commerce is the buzzword. Do you think it's just the start of this business that got some seeds 10 years back across the board, across financial industry?
I don't know. I couldn't get the entire question correctly, but I think what you're trying to ask is that is e-commerce going to be a big thing in the financial services industry? I do believe so. I do believe it will be the case simply because most financial products do not have a physical thing to deliver and hence can be very easily delivered from a supplier to a customer. More importantly, they are all information based. We need information about consumers and consumers need information about the product and the companies that they buy products from. As time progresses, data sources are becoming more and more easily available and so people have more and more access to data. So I do feel the information asymmetry that exists is declining and that implies these products will move online very fast. I think most of the financial services are going to go through a pretty rapid change over the next 20 years and we are gearing our company for that change.
Yeah, see, when a person is buying a mobile phone, typically it doesn't matter who the buyer is. You get the same phone, same price. But when you're buying a financial product, whether it's a credit product, whether it's an insurance product or anything else, the profile of the customer definitely changes the sort of product features you may get at what price points.
Right, sir. Understood. Sir, but when we just talk about the fintech industry, it's deeply competitive. It's changing much faster than what anybody anticipated. What is the USP of Policy Bazaar? What are you doing to stay ahead? How is innovation or technology investment one of the key things at the company?
No, see, if we look at the total financial services industry today, there are lots and lots of different parts. Now, payments is a very big part. It's growing very fast, and it's transformed to the maximum possible extent in the last 3 to 5 years. But if you look at the other segments, whether it's the insurance, whether it is credit, whether it is investments, the pace of innovation still is not similar to what we are seeing in the payment side. So there's a lot of stuff to be done. See, there are 2-3 things here. One, it's a trust-based industry. So the customer has to have the trust that they are getting the right product and they'll get the service at the time when it's required. Second, a lot of stuff which can be done from technology perspective, from data perspective, is still evolving. And over the next 3 to 5 years or maybe even longer, I think that will continue to evolve. The sort of data that we are talking about is not just the customer data. We are talking about the credit bureau data. We are talking about the account aggregator data, bank account details. Lots and lots of such details will customer better, and customers obviously will get the right sort of product that they require. Multiple things are going to happen in terms of technology. The video inspection, which can enable total car insurance delivery much smoother than actual physical survey. Similarly, in the underwriting side, on the health insurance side, you can do a tele-underwriting. So huge amount of small things will be done. On the claim side, again, we are seeing a lot of innovations happening. But But I think this is an industry which will take time to evolve. It won't happen overnight.
So when we talk about the current financials of the company, one would say that e-commerce is loss-making, so are you. Is there a strategy for turning this? Is there a customer number that you're looking at after which you will start to focus on profitability apart from only customer acquisition?
So, I like to answer this in two ways. First, we have a core business where we focus a lot on efficiency. And when we focus on those efficiency bits, that business is going to become more and more and more profitable without letting go of the growth. But I'm very sure when investors are looking at PB Fintech, they're not looking at current numbers. They're looking at what we can become, what problem we are trying to solve for the customers, what problem we are trying to solve for the industry. And from that perspective, we'll continue to drive a lot of experiments. Now, every experiment has its own investment curve, and it is going to create a lot more value in future for us. But I'm very sure, we are not getting value today because we are what we are. We are getting value because what we can become. And our experiments are very, very big part of it. In terms of overall decision making, see, as a management team and founders, we don't look at the decision in a very, very small time frame of a quarter or a year. We look at what the decision means for us in 3, 5, 10 years time frame. Just to give you a simple example, suppose we are talking about health insurance product. Now, health insurance product in the first year when we acquire the customer and when we do the service to the customer, from contribution perspective, it just breaks even. But because there is a renewal book which gets created and that renewal book is almost 100% profit, if we don't take those calls today, we won't have those renewal stream of profits coming in the future. So we have to do what we believe is right for the business in medium to long term rather than just optimizing a particular quarter or a particular year.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. All the best for the future.
Thank you. Thank you very much.